Welcome to Focus Washington. I'm Chuck Conconi. I have a special guest here today, Don Blankenship, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Massey Energy. Don, thank you for being with me today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Now, there are certain EPA regulations that really affect your industry. How do you feel about them?
Well, I think it's unfortunate because the Corps of Engineers is the body of the government that's been empowered to oversee the permitting in West Virginia for surface mining, and the EPA has recently gotten involved in complicated matters and made them less predictable and made it very difficult to plan business. And we think coal production, whether it be surface mining or underground, is critical to domestic energy production in the country and people being able to have affordable electricity, so we think it's a misplaced focus.
What are some of the regulations specifically that you're so opposed to?
Well, it's the, first of all, it's the ever-changing regulation and the idea that some elements or minerals are a toxic problem when they've not been shown to be, like selenium and manganese and things that previously we didn't test for at all that now are suddenly critically important, and it's very difficult to comply with rules that change almost every day.
Now, there's an issue that has come up more recently on cap and trade, and I understand that Caterpillar, which is one of the people you work so much with, the corporation is for cap and trade, but you're not. Why? What's the difference between the two of you?
Well, cap and trade is meant to address CO2 emissions and global warming. It's been very hard for me to elevate the concern about global warming to the level that we are now elevating it to in this country. I think poverty, lack of clean water, you know, the people that live around the world on $2 a day without electricity and have to use, dunk for heating purposes. I think that's a far more important humanitarian effort than global warming. So I sometimes chastise business leaders in the U.S. that seem to me to be trying to take advantage of the cap and trade and the global warming hysteria to make a profit.
Are you concerned that the safety regulations or the safety factors in your industry, particularly through Massey, are being complied with?
Well, they're very difficult to comply with. There's so many of the laws that are, if you will, nonsensical from an engineering or a coal mining viewpoint. A lot of the politicians get emotional, as does the public, about the most recent accident, and it's easy to get laws on the books that are not truly helping the health or safety of coal miners. And I think we need to be very pragmatic and very careful when we're passing laws of that nature to make sure that we create as much safety and as much health as can be created for each of the resources we expend.
Do you feel you have a good safety record at Massey?
Well, it's been 19 the last 20 years. It's been far better than the industry average. We've had very good success on the safety and the environmental side.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm Chuck Conconi, and this has been Focus Washington.